Okay, here's the review of the CZ457 Long Range Precision. As with all of these things, you should always check rifle's clear, which it is. The 26th. So looking at accuracy first, we shot on December the 26th, 2020, as Storm Bella was hitting. Conditions were windy, the distance was 100 yards, and we were bench resting the rifle. This is my wife's card, which is more than acceptable, 100 yards, and this was mine. Grouping's pretty much the same for both of us, so no complaints. We also did a tiny amount of shooting with the silencer added, and that made the shots go high, and they were slightly larger in the group, but again, with the conditions, more than acceptable. The barrel is a 20-inch fluted affair. One of the nice little features is it tells you it's a match barrel, and it also shows you the thread. And if we go over here, we should be able to take off the compensator. That all works nicely. Bolt release compared to the CZ455, which was on the trigger, bolt release is now a bit more like on an Anschutz. There's also a shot indicator that pops out when the bolt's put in place, and that'll go when you fire it. The scope rail has a 25 MOA, which means you've got a huge amount of movement on the scope. Safety is the old-fashioned, bit like a Remington 700. The bolt itself has a much larger handle, which is quite nice. It's rubberized and got a sort of pattern on it, I suppose. The stock has nice stippling, which is a nice texture, fairly deep, and you've got that on the fore end and also on the pistol grip. Moving along, you've got a nice grip there, and the nice thing with the grip here is you've got more stippling, which feels like almost sandpaper. It's quite nice. So the stock, you need to have a torque bit to adjust the cheek piece. Bit tight, and there's a fair bit of attachment or movement on that. The only thing that I'm concerned about, if it's up to height, you might have a bit of a knock-on effect with the bolt, but that can always be played with. There's also movement on the back here. Which is quite good. So you can get yourself nicely into position. The back of the stock also takes a T25 torque, which there's one in the middle here. And if you release that, you should be able to cant the butt over to find the correct angle for yourself. Last thing I'm going to talk about today is the trigger. It's a single stage, relatively crisp. Pull weight is around about 800 grams to a kilogram. Tiny amount of creep once the firing pin's actually gone. But overall, yeah, really nice. The rifle comes with a 5-round normal CZ magazine, which goes in there. And again, it's got the button at the front to release. It will also take the standard CZ 10-round. So if you've got a 4.55 already and want to upgrade, you've still got the ability to use your magazines. And that is it.